Hey guys, it's Futon here, and today we're bringing you a video on afking Zillyana. This was a big requested video considering I have 15,000 something KC, and people are wondering what I did for it. As a note, I completely AFK'd this for the effigy pet. I also did bandos, but that'll be coming in a later video when I refine the method. But here we go with this one. Either way, basically what you want is you want next gear over having Saren Animal Core because of the prayer bonus. Prayer is actually your biggest weakness here. As a note with souls and such. You can switch out souls for a bone or demon horn necklace, but it really doesn't give enough bones to make it worth the effort. Either way, this is generally what I take for a full hour, or no, sorry, 2 hour trip is 4 overloads and the rest with prayer potions. Generally you could have some emergency food or something like that if you so prefer, especially if you're not using tier 99 prayer, etc. So that's what we will be using. And note, this is for an aura setup. I highly suggest that you use penance here and that you use supreme reverence. It does help cut down on perp bots. If you don't have either one of those and you just want to use something, say like maniacal, I highly suggest you bring a yak with some perp bots in it just to be safe with making sure you don't run out. Although if you are paying, and this is assuming you're not paying any attention besides something that beams in your tap, because Zillyana does drop restores and perp potions. So if you're paying attention and you pick up the prayer potions off the floor, don't pay attention to needing the yak. You don't need it. But this is assuming that you are literally on RS3 mobile doing absolute shit all. And you're just paying attention to the beams, and that's it. So, as a note, you also do need a soul stone for this. Preferably, that's what this is up here. It's an Omni Soul Stone with all of them combined. Zillion, they're gained from hard mode. So, let me go get KC, and then we'll go ahead and show the method. Alright, now that we have Casey. And also, bring a spring cleaner. Highly advise that because of the new salvage. Zilly does drop a decent amount of salvage. So anyway, said the fastest. I keep killing things because of poison. Alright, tagging. Alright, here we go. Now note, this is really simple. But this square is a square of magic here. You really want to pay attention to this square. So now I'm going to go ahead and pop Penance, where are you, buddy? I've not been here forever. So pop Penance, boom, Zilliana, and now Overload. And make sure that you have Affliction on. Or if you're going to use, you can use the tier 95 prayer as well. But generally, this is a spot of magic. The reasoning because of it is this spot right here is that, as you see here, everything is lined up right on spawn. And actually, we'll wait into the next spawn here to show you. But also, Revo++ is required. You also need to make sure the basic and thresholds are activated. So we'll just let this kill go through, and you'll see exactly why this spot is so good. Alright, now that Zilliana's dead, we'll clear out the minions. Oh, wow. Guard Soul started right off the get-go. Okay, I'll just waste that. Either way. The reasoning is that when Zilliana spawns, you'll see her spawn about right here. So these 2 to 3 squares do work, but it's preferable that you use this one. But you'll see that Zilly will pull right back onto you, and there's a highest chances right here of Zilly actually aggroing you from this spot. You can also step right here where the blue charm is. So you want to stay somewhere around this, if you can see my mouse moving. Somewhere around in this range, because it forces the melee minion to be coming back towards you. And it also forces the Zilly to be right here. So if you Dragon's Breath Zilly, you actually hit both the minions as well. And the minions are where you're going to regain most of your LP for surviving. As you can see here, if you just... Oh, nope, never mind. Dragon Breath didn't go off. But AoEs is the key. So if you set them up in that pattern where they're like a V shape, whenever you use stuff like Dragon Breath, you just hit them all. If you hit Chain, it hit them all. And on top of that, with the auto-aggression, if either one of these two hit you, more than likely, only thing that they're going to get hit with for a solo target is going to be Sonic Wave. And it also, because you're standing so far back, this one back here, Bree, will not hit you very often. He will not gain aggression. I think it's maybe once every 15 to 20 kills. Watch this. If I say that, this thing's just going to do it. But either way, it pulls the aggression into these three. So that Zilliana is more than likely the first thing to hit you. which is what we want, because it takes a second or two for the mage and the range minions to actually see that you're there, and it gives you the 1 second for Zillyana to walk up. If you stand up here, there's a really good chance that this one Growler will just auto aggro you. So you want to stay far enough back to let Zilly walk to you, because Zilly can't do nothing but melee you or mage you in melee distance. So with that, you're bringing the minions forward, and you're bringing Zilly forward to the point that Zilly is normally the one you always hit first. And that's pretty much the method for this, is that you want the boss to hit you first. Because with the boss hitting you first, like see, that's a very rare circumstance. It's a slow spawn on Zilly, but the moment that Bree's dead, which takes a second, we're going to go to a minion because I hit first, but you'll see with the AoEs, you're just going to quickly go through all the minions either way, and boom, they're all gone, and now the target's Zilly. So, I mean, it does sometimes take some time for the auto retaliate to go on to her, but as a note, this is a method that I made where you literally aren't relying on anything at all. Like, you really don't need no inputs other than prayer potions, overloads, and the occasional Excalibur. So, literally, this is all you need to do, and maybe auto regenerate. But as a note, I am not for sure, but Mod Pi is working on making regenerate automatic an option for it. So if it does happen, then even that goes out the window. So this is also a future-proof method. But again, I'll just reiterate. The reasoning for the spot and the setup, and also you may want to look at my action bar to see the abilities. I generally focus on Sonic Wave and then AoEs. You could put Sonic Wave to the back end of this if you want. I don't know, I just prefer it where it is at, because it is a pretty high damaging ability, especially if Zilly is the first target like it is here. I Sonic Wave on the Zilly, and it lets me wait for the others to come up, and then I start going in with abilities. But again, this, like I said, it's all about placement, and you want to make sure that you're in a spot that causes the boss to normally hit you first. That is the goal. So you want the boss to hit you first before anything else, and you want to do this without any movement at all to your mouse. And as you see, my mouse hasn't moved, and I'm just doing kills here. I mean, you'll occasionally get hurt, you'll occasionally get hit, it'll slowly weed you down, but Excalibur will keep you good and full, unless you literally don't pay attention and let your overload run out. And as a note, if you let your overload run out, Zilly will start striking through you. If you let your prayer run out, Zilly will start striking through you. So, again, that's the reason why Penance is important, and the other one, Reverence. Other than actually paying attention to the prayer bots, which Zilly will drop them occasionally. It'll drop her stores, so you can go ahead and pick that up to give back your supplies. But this is generally the entire Zilly in a nutshell. It really is simple. It's just you have to realize that where you stand does make a difference. And if you like stand over here, this little bugger is more likely to attack you than Zilly. If you stand over here, this little bugger will attack you before Zilly. But if you stand right here, generally it's either Zilly's going to hit you first or Bree's going to hit you first. And if Bree hits you first, that's the reason why Sonic Wave's in the first. Boom. Just kill it. Because Dragon's Breath will still hit through the target. So let's go ahead and show you. I want to show you guys one little thing last thing here. Because I know a lot of people are curious with my actual drop log. So I'm going to go ahead after I kill these two and quickly take a screen. And show you guys. So just to show this is it's literally what I used for this. 50 of every amulet, 23 hilts. It's kind of crazy. So that's literally Zillyana in a nutshell. Yeah, it's simple. Just make sure you stand on the square and make sure you pay attention to your prayer. That's the #1 key to it. If you do that with the gear that I have here, now note, I did it all with a Nox staff. Now that's the last staff of Swiss guy. I just take the staff because I don't have a Nox staff anymore. But obliteration might work. I don't know for sure on that. But either way, that's pretty plain and simple. Like I said, you want next gear for prayer. You want prayer bonuses if you can. But yeah, Zilly is really, really, really easy. It's just you just gotta be patient with it. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.